Great Yules! Well played from Poulsen. This might just buy Hana the time to actually be able to pop the spike carrot base. Yamate realizes that. Good force staff. Very, very good defensive play there from Extinct. And they do have to back up, though, because Ohio is providing that consistent pressure in the side lanes, man. This guy, man, he is like a lone wolf, but by God, he does a lot of work. He's just constantly keeping Scythe on their toes.
Yeah, also, he's not like this AFK split pusher. He's always rotating, and when there's a huge team fight, he's always just providing so much firepower with his level 3 ultimate right now, the Wrath of Nature. It can go up to like 800 damage. It's ridiculous on the last few bounces, and well, so far it's surprising how well he's gonna do. And he's not getting caught out. He got 2 deaths to his name, which are all coming from the early laning stage, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's fine. If you don't die while split pushing, this is huge. If you do, not so much.
Well, what other big items do we have coming up right now? Scythe, they're going to have a BKB for Chibi in a decent amount of time. Right now, Hana's working towards a 4-staff. Poulsen, he's still a ways away from that Scythe of Ice, but they're just trying to work towards their... once they have, like, some of those defensive items, 4-staff, what was the other one? The Scythe of Ice, right? They can actually control the Faceless Void, maybe even long enough to kill him. If they just get the jump... or if they just use their defensive items, the Yule Scepter, the 4 staffs, that sort of thing, to be able to survive through that basic BKB timing, then they can turn and throw down those disables on the Faceless Void and maybe clean them up. Because that's like, there's so many disables on Scythe, and that is the only reason that I give them any credibility going into late game. Just because, like, SF, still a beast in the late game. Even though he's more of a mid-game oriented carry, he's still just a monster going into late game because he's always 6-slotted. And on top of that, just the pure number of disables of Scythe give them potential going into the late game.
Yeah, now look at this. There's a blink in, but only on Yamate, not too much, and he doesn't have so much intelligence, so the Nyx Assassin is not burning too much of his. And Ohio, bottom lane, he's still completely fine.
Oh, they almost caught out X-Freedom there. They almost had him, but yeah, they're just trying to do any sort of zoning that they can right now, buy themselves more time for this tier 2. Because at the same time, while Ohio is providing that consistent pressure, he's also like bringing farm straight to Miracle. Like he's bringing farm straight to Scythe. So as long as they keep their towers alive, this pushing that is coming in from Titan is not that big of a deal, as long as they don't lose all of their towers here. Hana now jumping in once again on Yamate. Yamate should be fine here. Held in place a little bit longer. Here goes the epicenter. He's going on Chibi. He wants to be able to finish him off, and he caught Chibi inside of the Chronosphere. Is going to be able to finish him off. Oh, Miracle! He couldn't quite kill Yamate. He tried to get close enough. Net with the good 4-staff away, dodged the Impale. Miracle. Oh, he threw down the Scythe, or he threw down the E-Blade to try and kill the Faceless Void in that last second, but it looks like the damage either didn't hit or it wasn't enough. Either the way, though. He backtracked it?
Yeah, he was playing to RNGesus this morning, for sure. Like, so far we didn't see the crazy backtracks, but always like consistent ones. And this time around it was crazy. Like, this would have been for sure a kill. This agility on the Shadow Fiend, it doesn't seem too much, 150, but if you combine this up, if you do the math, like twice of your primary attribute, which is the agility, plus 75, you're gonna hurt. Like, you're gonna hurt like a truck. And a Shadow Race on top of this, he's so dead. Anyways, smart getaway. It was a gamble. Anyways, did work out. And if Miracle wouldn't have walked into the Chronosphere, which was a bit unfortunate, he would have picked up the kill for sure. There was nothing.
Yeah, that would have been a huge pickoff for them. I do love the E-Blade. I think that is such a smart decision. I mean, you're dealing with Faceless Void anyway. It's why the Yules was such a good pickup for the Invoker as well. Again, the disables, man. Yamate, when we start going into really late game, he's going to have to invest into another BKB, man, because he cannot afford to let him just kind of get kited around constantly, because just a little bit of time and that SF is really going to start tearing into you. I don't care how many rewinds you get. Your luck is going to run out eventually. And this SF is just going to tear you a new one. So right now, Titan, 17-12 right now, the gold lead. Not quite 10,000, but getting pretty close. Over a 5,000 experience lead for Titan. They are definitely leading, and they do have, I think, the stronger late game. But again, Scythe have potential. They have potential thanks to the mass disables that they have.
it's never over with Enigma. This is something I learned so much. Like, if you face an Enigma, you can just clown all the way you want. If essentially one time she's gonna find you, she's gonna just 5-man black hole you, and then there is so much stuff. Requiem, there's gonna be a Nyx Impale, which is very, very long as well, like 2.7 seconds. This is huge. If he nails it on like 5 guys, and Invoker on top of this with a meatball, with a meteor, with a defeating blast, whatever the hell you wanna throw on top of there, you're gonna get team wiped. So you have to play it very safe, you have to play it very careful. And now let's see, the Nyx Assassin, he's Nyxing up, and he's looking to find someone, but who is he gonna find? Because Roche is dropping, he's on half HP, and is he gonna be going for it? They see him, they're gonna be blowing it out, but a very well timed by Carapace, and there you go, this is gonna be a fight here. Yamate is going in, he just destroys Hana, but the Shadow Fiend, Miracle is doing work here, and now he's slowed. Chibi, can he get away? No, he can't. Oh, it's a very well timed dual scepter here by Pulson. He's just providing so much space, but in the end, it's gonna be Miracle just trying to get the other team here, and Yamate, he's just going ham. Paulson is going to be the next one to fall. Can they fight this?
Oh my goodness, Yamate, Miracle is actually still fighting up against Ohio. He pops the ultimate now, trying to finish him out. Does get the kill on Ohio, but KYXY, he's also low, but he's beginning to kite him around. Here comes Net. If he gets this stun, BKB pop, teleport away. Do they have enough damage? Can he get the stun? Yamate gets it. Unstoppable spree for Yamate. That was an insane team fight. It was Yamate against all of Scythe, and it was Miracle against all of Titan. The team fight was just split into 2, and Yamate, thanks to his better lockdown, was able to make it work. Scythe did, Titan did a really good job of kiting around that SF. Even if they lost a couple of kills towards the end there, in the end, they did keep their primary cores alive, especially KYXY.
Yeah, now this is going to be Roche. And I'm not sure it's going to be taking this, but wow, this is a long-range tornado. Holy smokes. Even a Sunstrike, just for good measure, be like, hi guys, I'm still an Invoker, can still just shoot you up, and what? A
regen rune being picked up, and yeah, that's unfortunate.
That was a snipe.
That's really unfortunate. Invoker going down after what should have been a perfectly fine defense against Roshan. So
Chibi blink dagger.
Blink, yeah, he looks like he's fine. Yamate.
They're playing with fire right now.
Yeah, man, those Eidolons, it's free money. It's free money. Once you have a Battle Fury for Ember Spirit, those Eidolons, 6 units grouped up in a tight little circle, yes please. And it's just like so much extra damage that you get. So much extra gold
Thanks
as
for
well.
the birthday present. It's very nice of you. It's wonderful. Yeah, also, like, the Nyx Assassin can't find too much right now. He's still, like, Hana needs so much more, I feel like. He needs a freaking 4 stuff, and he can't find it now soon. But it's like this, Valve time soon.
Yeah.
You just never know when it's going to be coming.
Yeah, you just keep on clicking on him like, all right, 4 staff soon. 5 minutes later, 4 staff soon. It's just like the little note in my mind, and it's like, nah, it's never actually going to be here. Well, Titan, they're all set. They are all set to go uphill if they want to. Scythe, I think it was smart, them not trying to contest Roshan. It's going to be all about them sitting inside their base right now. They do have some pretty damn good defense in that regards. Invoker EMP is one of the most frustrating spells in the game to push up against. And if they want, they could just hold out. Hey, 4 staff. Nyx Assassin.
Hello.
He's got it.
That was a rather quick soon, I guess. No, seriously, like, one thing to note though, they're playing, like, Titan is playing against the Qualls of X-Invoker, and they're not having too many Arcane Boosts. Oh, this could be huge mid lane. No, Paulson. Just in the nick of time, Ghost walking away. This could have been such a nice kill. And now, oh wow, Hana's actually going in, and there's the BKB pop by Yamate, and they're going to be finding, yeah, they just blow him up right there, and now it's a 4 versus 5. And this could mean easy Rex.
At the same time, though, BKB is on cooldown, and Yamate depends on that so heavily. Like, unless he hits every single hero inside of that Chronosphere, which is just not going to happen. Scythe are always going to be able to throw down those tornadoes, and Yule's, oh, Poulsen, he doesn't get off in time, and now he's going to be held in place. Yamate, oh, the E-Blade is actually going to be able to save Poulsen here. Net actually comes in, though, and the E-Blade's going to play against him. Now 3-man black, 4-man black hole for Chibi. Miracle, can he do enough damage, though? Yamate, he's sitting in the back. Can he get those time locks? Here comes Poulsen, holding down the Meteor. Yamate still holding Miracle in place, trying to slow him up. Poulsen, he doesn't have any more extra disables. Miracle cannot go down here. He will fall. Yamate cleans him up. Poulsen dancing around. Immediate buyback. They need a kill here. They cannot afford to lose their Rax and not get anything out of it. Rax will fall. Yamate on his way out has the leap. Can he get it off in time? Yana actually jumping forward. Wants to kill Ohio. Yamate pops the BKB, kills the Nyx Assassin, now turning on Miracle, pops the E-Blade on himself, buying himself some time. EMP is going to go down. Yamate, he has nowhere to be able to run. He's going to get kited around, but the Scythe device on Miracle. Miracle falls a second time, and that's going to be it. GG called by Scythe. and Titan take the game 30-15, 40.5 minutes in this full-on best-of-3. We went to Game 3, and it was one hell of an epic series, man. Game 1, Game 2, Game 3, they were all excellent displays of the Southeast Asian talent. Well played by both teams. But it will be Titan moving on to the finals in the Join Dota League playoffs. They are going to go into the grand finals to face Arrow and another best-of-3. So not sure when that's going to be just yet. That will be scheduled eventually. But be sure to go to joindota.com to check out all of those timings. As soon as we know, we will update the site and let you guys know when the grand finals is going to be. Pimpmuckl, lot to talk about, man. What did you think about this last game? Any insight?
Oh man, I'm just blown away. Like, Chibi's got a 4-man freaking black hole in India and it just didn't matter. Like, this is one of the most underwhelming feelings you can just do. Like, you're playing so well. Enigma, like, you just nail your black hole and in the end, this freaking Void. I mean, it's a Void. He had his freaking time walk on cooldown and he was still elusive as hell. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, poor SF, like, because the Faceless Void was not caught in the black hole, Faceless Void is like, I'm just going to aggro onto SF. And Faceless Void, like, one-on-one late game carries, like, he beats everyone. All thanks to, like, Time Lock is such a good stunning ability. But on top of that, SF couldn't fight him because he also had the Aegis. Like, so instead he tries to focus on the other heroes, but he gets Time Locked even just once was enough to kind of kill all the damage that Miracle was trying to put out inside of that black hole. So it just proved to be kind of fruitless despite that big play from Chibi.
Yep, it was still like Scythe. They played really freaking well. Like, they're for sure one of the top tier teams in CA. And coming up is going to be the TI qualifiers rather soon, I guess. So this is very important that you actually do have a nice showing. Titan, they're just training with the Chinese from time to time. They're destroying CA Dota left, right, and center. But somehow they couldn't just bring it back in the finals. Like, they didn't win AOC Pro Cup. They didn't win any sort of monthly cups from the CA scene. But in the end, like, they still show that they are the bosses here. And, well, it's going to be such a nice finals. Arrow Gaming is going to be the #1 seed from the JDL, and Arrow Gaming is also looking very, very strong. Like, since those guys got a sponsor, and they are just training so hard. I mean, I know the guys, and they're very nice, but they really want to go big. And I wouldn't be too surprised to see a very good finals coming up here on Join Dota.
That is awesome. Well, Pimpmuckl, man, thanks so much for joining me. You got any shout-outs, Twitter, that sort of thing?
You know, just thanks so much for doing this league. It's actually, it's funny. Like, now I'm here co-casting with you, and back in the day, I was absolutely nothing, and just because of your league, and I cannot only just, but primarily because of your league, everything worked out so nicely. And I just want to say, thank God those Join Dota admins exist. Like, they're the huge winners of this whole league because they're just working overtime. And also, if you like my casting, or even better, if you've got any feedback for me, this would be greatly appreciated. If you just shoot me any feedback, just write me a message on Twitch, write me a message on my Twitter, on Facebook, wherever you want to find me. It's always Facebook and Twitter.com/Pimpmuckl, Pimpmuckl. It's a German name. I guess you're gonna figure it out. And yep, that's it for me. Cap, thanks so much for watching. What am I talking about? Thanks so much for having me. That was great. I'm just blown away by the game.
Yeah, man, thanks for joining me. It would have, it just wouldn't have been the same without some excellent co-caster like Pimpmuckl. So thanks to him, thanks to all the work he's been doing for the Join Dota League. He has just been a beast. He's been casting so many of those games, and a shout out to all the community casters who have just been covering so much of the Join Dota League. We are going to have a second season, guys. If you did not know, if you want to be able to sign up, sign-ups are actually going to be starting next week. They go on for a whole entire week. You have to sign up. Even if you're already in the Join Dota League, you have to sign up for Season 2, and I'm really looking forward to it, man. It has been a blast of a tournament to cast, especially the playoffs. It's just so much prime material, but it's also going to be more opportunity for our community casters. You know, this Join Dota League was never meant for us to cast. It was always for the community. It was always for the players, and it was always for community casters to be able to get their hands on it. So I'm excited to see what the rest of the community casters can do with a second season. But for now, guys, that is going to be it for the broadcast. Rebroadcast is going to be coming up next. You can follow me at Dota Capitalist on everything else. And guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time on the broadcast.
Bye-bye.